Hello everybody, this is Brandon with ExpeditiousFool.com, putting mindfulness in motion with your morning motivation this morning. And today I want to talk a little bit about awareness and pain, suffering, those bad times, right? So if we think about our emotional states, when we meditate, when we go into breathwork, which is a different form of meditation, even yoga, what we're doing is we're practicing internal scans. We're practicing to, well, not to do this, but this happens. We're practicing and our bodies become more aware of subtle energies in the body. We become more aware of subtle changes in the systems that are happening and the energies that are internal and external around us. The more that we develop these practices, the more sensitive we get in those aspects, right? Throughout that, one of the things you learn in meditation is as emotions arise and everything, to simply pay attention to them. Not necessarily focus and attach, no, that's not what I'm saying, is to recognize them, acknowledge them, right? Acknowledge and go, oh, okay, I've got some anxiety, all right. And then a lot of times what you see is like clouds, they burst away after that, right? Because pain, you can't ignore pain easily, right? Everybody could agree on that. You can't ignore it easily. It's because it's to get your attention. That's its whole purpose. So if we spend our lives distracting ourselves and trying not to get the attention, right? What happens? The pain gets louder. The pain's going to do exactly what it's supposed to do. It's going to get your attention to teach a lesson. So by raising your awareness, we're able to take care of pains in our life. But I want to take this a step further, because a lot of you've probably heard this in Buddhist text or yogic philosophy or Eastern philosophy, the Tao Te Ching. Y'all have probably heard a lot of what I'm talking about, but there's another step to that, right? I want to talk about relationship dynamics for a second, right? So that's something that plagues a lot of people, and I know I'm doing a lot of readings lately, and a lot of people are going through it, so I want to talk on that. So how does that relate with pain? How does that relate with everything I was talking about? Everybody's like, oh, I know how relationships relate to pain. No, how does that relate with what I was talking about? Well, hurt people hurt people. You hear me say that a lot, and you'll hear me say that a lot probably forever until it stops, right? But with that, in relationships, whether it's a romantic one, whether, it's father-son, mother-daughter, father-daughter, family member, sibling, any close relationship, right? And we're having an argument. That argument, usually at the core, is due to some bit of loneliness. Even if that goes to fear, right? From the other person. At the core, it's loneliness that's scaring them. Whether it's a childhood wound, whether it's an attachment style, whether it's a genuine issue that's presenting itself and they're concerned about it, right? That's what's happening. And until we're truly aware of where it's coming from, until we're truly aware, until we're paying attention to that other individual, then we won't know, right? So a lot of times we try and distract ourselves, or we try and distract the argument. We'll try and change the argument to something different. We'll try and push our spin on it, right? Versus just validating what the person feels, acknowledging what they feel. Oh my goodness, okay, let's talk about this. Really acknowledging their feeling. because their feeling is coming from somewhere. And granted, the way they communicate it, it might be completely different than that. But you have to have that understanding that the words may not be what they mean. So we need to listen closer. We need to listen more intently. And the more intently we're able to listen, the higher chance we have at being able to pay attention to the actual pain that's there. All right? And then maybe we might be able to come to a resolution instead of, and agree to disagree. All right? So with this, I hope this helps you understand a little bit about why we have pain in our life and why we have to pay attention to it versus distract ourselves from it, both for ourselves and for our relations. If we're paying a little bit more attention, that's what everybody just wants. Everybody wants a little bit more attention. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Y'all go out and have a great day on purpose.